But the question is, nasaan si Bato? Di ba? Huli na, naging Bato pa. Di ba? We recognize their effort to sa investigation process nila. No? They've gathered the evidence from the Senate, from GSIS. So, binigay namin lahat, all the individuals na nandoon sa GSIS, pina-interview namin sa CIDG. And even yung baril na pinaputok ng isang ahente, sinabit namin sa ballistics. Ano? So, issued a statement. And then some of the member of the media also issued their statement doon sa nangyari na account doon sa GSIS. No? So, but those are the things that I can mention because unahan ko na po kayo. I don't want to go through the details na babalikan pa ulit. Because what we're seeing doon sa mga social media, sa mga coverage, piece by piece yan pieces yan And for us, it's now the investigating authority who will put the pieces together to come out with a conclusion and resolution. So I recognize the authority by the Department of Justice, bubuwa sila ng panel, and the Office of the Ombudsman at the same time, and there's an effort also of CIDG. And ako din mismo, on March 14, after nung event na yon, nung nangyari na yon sa GSIS, I created a panel, an independent panel within the NBI to do the investigation and the gathering of the pieces of evidence that is necessary. So on the end, at our end, almost tapos na kami dyan Dahil the following day, hindi ko pinauwi yung mga taong nagpunta sa GSIS nang hindi nakapagbigay ng spot report. And we have the spot report, including the attached evidence to prove or to prove yung claim nila doon sa kanilang spot report. So meron na kami noon and we submitted it to CIDG apart from the interview ng isa-isa ng lahat ng accounts nila. And this morning we're submitting it to the Department of Justice. So I recognize the authority of DOJ and the Ombudsman on this matter.
Sir, once and for all, some are saying it was a siege, another said it was an attack. From you, what's your take on that?
If you will notice, I keep on mentioning GSIS because I saw the blog of Senator Pia Cayetano na sinasabi nila, nilulusob sila sa Senado, pati nila ng mga senators. So when they called me, sabi ko, wala kaming NBI dyan sa Senado. You have to be very clear with that, that the Senate is renting the building from GSIS, and it's one complex, and the building where GSIS offices is located, and the building where Senate is, yung offices ng Senate are located, magkaiwala yan. But the separation is only through a door. Tapos mayroon platform, the GSIS na, So, pag makita nyo yung video, which I've seen already, sa GSIS talaga. That's why yung sinasabi na si NBI Director nagsisinungaling dahil sinabi niya walang tao sa Senado. I think yung mga sumama sa GSIS na media can prove that na wala talagang pumasok doon sa Senado. That's very clear. Kaya ako nagugulat ngayon because some of them are saying na ngayon, sabi nila wala daw silang agent sa Senado. Tapos hahabulin nila at sa GSIS. Because they suddenly realize na sa GSIS lang pala talaga yung mga ede. And our presence doon sa GSIS is supported by a request. So we have legal cover, legal basis to be there kung bakit kami nasa GSIS, So, doon sa claim na stage ba yan or attack, ganyan, sabi ko na kung siege man yan or anything, there's no siege. The Senate was never under attack. Ang nangyari ngayon, it's NBI who is now under attack. So, yun yung nangyayari ngayon. Pero, lalabas naman yan. And again, I don't want to, I'm sorry, Chi, that I cannot anymore comment if it's stage or a siege or attack. I'd rather leave it to the wisdom of the investigating authority, which is the DOJ and the panel that is created by Secretary Bida and also with the Office of the Ombudsman. Also, the CIDG, you can ask the CIDG, nandun naman sila.
Ito lang I'd like to get your reaction. Kasi may sinabi si Sergeant at Arms, former o sa Chief Mao Aplaska na he likened the situation na para daw meron kang bahay, pagkatapos may armadong lalaki sa labas, anong gagawin mo pag pinasok ang bahay mo, di nagpaalam? Your reaction to that, please.
Hindi mo ba ikukumpara eh. Magkaiba. May comparison, bahay mo pinasok. That is an assumption eh. Na pinapasok. Actually, pagpakinggan niyo yung mga statement nila, magkakaiba eh. Nakita pa lang nila sa labas, may mass build-up. Sa labas ng bahay mo, may nakita ka mga armado, are you entitled to assault them? Puntahan mo sila. Paputukan mo ng baril. Di ba hindi? Labas ng bahay mo eh. If you want to beef up the security of your house, in this instance, ang dami ng Marines, ang dami ng PSPG, ang dami nila, hindi ka dapat tumawid dun sa kabilang bahay. O kaya tinanong mo yung kabilang bahay mo na ikaw nangungupahan pa na sino yung mga nandyan, papasukin ba kami niyan? O kaya kilala mo naman yung namamahala doon sa grupo na yon, tatawagan mo siguro, di ba? No? So, ako, again, those are factual na makikita lahat doon sa findings. I've seen all the videos already that is necessary to be seen na importante doon sa investigation. It was shown to me by CIDG last night. Nakita ko na yung sagot eh. But I'd rather leave the conclusion again to the Department of Justice. And even, I'm giving the CIDG, siguro you ask CIDG kung ano yung findings. I think they've done. Nakuha na nila kaagad eh. You've seen the CCTV. You've seen the coverage of the media who are present there. Everything happened at the side of GSIS. Hindi doon sa loob ng bahay nila. That's why ako, nung tinawagan, we're having fellowship doon sa aming planning. I'm really insistent, nagpa-interview talaga ako, wala, nandito kami. At sigurado akong walang tao sa Senado. Because what was told to me by the senators, sa loob ng Senate, binabaril sila. And the ballistics ng bala, yung papasok, makikita nyo yung ballistics, papunta lahat sa GSIS yung tamaan ng bala, walang papunta sa Senado. They were never put in danger. Hindi nalagay sa senators. Kasi nga, it's a protocol kung if you are being attacked and you're under threat, sa bahay mo limbawa, Ma'am Ichi, at may opportunity ka namang umalis sa bahay mo dahil alam mo, ma-overpower ka or anything, anong gagawin mo? Dapat the first thing that you did, evacuate mo na yung, lalo na yung mga senators. Kasi importanteng mga tao yan. Diba? So there is a danger. But you stayed until 12:30. Yung pinakahuling umalis, 2:30 a.m. eh. Tumakas pa, di ba? Yun lang.
Hello, Chief. Sa akin naman, quick reaction lang. Kasi the senators now are doing their own live stream. Kanya-kanyang live stream na sila sa loob ng Senado. And madalas sila makipag-usap sa media. Especially Senator Cayetano, who's now the Senate President. Quick reaction lang po dun sa sinabi ni SP na hindi niyo matitibag yung Senado under his term and kayo raw po yung dapat mag-resign, hindi siya. Wala
naman akong panawagang mag-resign siya. Saan kaya niya nakuha yun? Baka may nagbulong na naman sa kanya. And first of all, wala naman intensyon ng NBR or anybody from the side of the executive na tibagin yung Senado. It is an institution recognized since time immemorial, recognized by the 1987 Constitution. Bakit naman natin titibagin? We are there to promote law and order. Not in the Senate, again, because I have a commitment that we will not enter the Senate premises. Nag-usap kami ng Monday, so I kept my promise na hindi kami papasok. But they did not keep their promise that they will take care of Senator Bato de la Rosa. So kung may hindi po kami yung titibag ng Senado, it's them who are there in the Senate. And I have to say this, I said it yesterday, this is not about Senator Alan Peter Cayetano or about me. Magka-schoolmate po kami niyan sa law school. This is about the rule of law. This is about law and order. So, I don't know if I have to comment pa doon sa sinabi niyang hindi nila natibag. Talagang, yung pangalan ko, sinama pa no? Doon sa pagsasabi niya, no? No, but the thing is, it's not all about him. It's about law and order. It's about promoting the law. It's the institution na ang Senate is one of the institutions that's supposed to be promoting the law and true to their words. Hindi ito about Senate leadership. This is about law and order. There is a warrant issued by a competent court recognized in our jurisdiction. Hindi naman yata pwede na pag senador ka, hindi ka pwedeng managot sa batas. It's happened. Meron na pangyayari niyan. Senator De Lima was arrested in the grounds of Senate. Senator Trillanes. If you remember, Senator Enrile, after he delivered his long privilege speech, he surrendered to the arresting authority. Of all the people who should understand law enforcement, it should be Senator Bato de la Rosa, being a member of the law enforcement, being the chief of police one time in his life. So I think the people who is watching who's reasonable enough, who will do a reasonable conclusion, makikita po nila ano talaga yung nangyari. So kami naman po, we're very transparent sa NBI. I've seen our men, and some of you are witness to that, hanggang umaga, we submit them to the process of the law. So, nakita nyo naman po talagang the attack is to the NBI. But ako po, I will not let the people of NBI be disillusioned on this. Mahirap naman porque sabi mo, senador ka. That's a feudal thinking Senador kami. Dapat hindi kami ganito. Every one of us should be treated equally po. Ako, director po ako ng NBI. I'm given a mandate to promote it. Pero hindi ko sasabihin na hindi ako pwedeng hindi na ako gagalaw kasi director ako, igalang. No. We are servants of the people. Kung meron nung unang magbibigay ng halimbawa sa tao kung ano yung tamang gagawin, are those people who are vested with powers and authority. Siguro listen po natin feudal thinking na senador ako. Kasi kung senador ka, hindi pwedeng magbago yung point of view. May isang senador, when it's time to arrest yung ayaw niya, nung long time ago, Senator Trillanes, pumunta ron. Sabi niya, pag kaming ordinaryong tao, sasama na lang sa polis, wala kami magagawa. Pero ibig sabihin, pag senador ka na, hindi na pala ganun. Tutulo ko palang patakasin yung mga senador na kailangan managot sa batas. So again, ma'am, it's not about me and Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. It's about promoting law and order dito po sa bansa natin. And it's about time na people should realize hindi po yung pwesto yung tinitingnan natin dito kung ano yung ginawa mo, kung naaayon ba to sa batas at sa tama o mali.
By the way, sir, where is Bato now? Do you have any information you can share with us?
Kung meron man po, I have to apologize because it's a part of our process sa law enforcement. So, mahirap naman po mag-announce na nandito siya. Kasi people try to speculate Ang dami-dami pong lead na binigay. But we have a lead kung nasaan talaga. Pero in the meantime, we will suspend yung announcement kung asan talaga siya. But again, sinabi ko naman yun, if there's somebody who is a person that should be asked, unang dapat tanongin si Senator Robin Padilla dahil siya yung huling kasama.
Sir. Okay. Pat Santos po, Daily Tribune, sir. Akin lang ganito Nakatakas, pinatakas. Hello, siguro lapit ko lang, sir. Sir, ito po ang kwento. Ang sinabi nung sinuspindi ng ombudsman, si Aplasca, nag-react yung kabila, yung majority. Dapat din daw ikaw, dahil kayo naging problema. How do you respond to that comment?
Una-una po, hindi naman ako doon na nagpaputok ng baril. Siguro yung sinasabi because I'm the head of the NBI, kaya dapat suspindihin ako dahil command responsibility ko yung mga tao. Tama po ba? Kung ganun po yung magiging basehan, ang unang suspindihin dapat si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Dahil command responsibility niya si Sergeant at Arms. At in fact, inaamin ni Sergeant at Arms, sila nag-uusap doon sa mga pangyayari. So ako naman po, I'm willing to face any investigation. Kung ano man po, if I will be found na may kasalanan, I'm willing to serve kung ano man penalty na gagawin po natin. I think alam ni Ma'am Ichi yan sa tagal niyang kasama niya ako. So, sa akin po ganon. And yun naman, ako pag tinatanong lang, doon lang din po tayo nagpapaliwanag Dahil gusto ko lang po mag-respond doon sa tanong ninyo. And as much as possible, sa totoo, ayoko na po sanang mag-interview. I've declined a lot already. Because I would like to give it to the committee that was committee na ginawa, na binuo ni ni Secretary Bida, no? And the CIDG is there already. So sila yung mas makakasagot dito. But your question is something na legal and political somehow. So anong pinanggagalingan? Siguro command responsibility. Sabi po nila, yun po siguro. If that is the case, sino po ba unang nagpaputok? Kung wala naman nagpaputok doon, baka hindi po nagka-ratrata ng paputok doon. At sino po ang may command responsibility kay Sergeant at Arms? So, di ba po, who is the head of the Senate right now nung nangyari yun? Ano po? So, along that line, ano po, siguro po yung ano ko, I hope na sasagot ko po yung tanong niyo. Ano po?
Questions from our colleagues, please.
Hi, Director. Good morning. Rolando Nang from Manila Standard. Saan siya nawala kahapon? Director, based on your findings yesterday, okay lang po ba kung ma-disclose kung paano po nakalusot si Mr. Oracion sa Senate premises? If kung
Sino si Mr. Oracion?
yung Mel Oracion, yung
Oragon po.
Oragon, sorry.
Oh.
Yung
Ang
driver.
pangalan niya talaga, Ramir Masaya. Yung Oragon, nickname niya, ano po. I've seen the video. He was arrested in the premises of GSIS. He was arrested without a warrant, without anything that he's doing, na pagsuspecha lang siya. I've seen the video. I've seen the CCTV footages.
So within the boundary ba yan ng GSIS and Senate?
Within the GSIS premises, sa tapat ng canteen sa second floor ng GSIS.
Now, do you see any malice na ginawa ng majority senators? Kasi sunod-sunod yung bintang sa'yo.
Mahirap yung mahalis kasi suspecha yan eh. I don't want to base my action on malice or assumptions or emotions. Kailangan sa facts tayo nagbabase at saka sa batas eh. Kasi yan na nga yung nangyari eh. Papakinggan nyo, balikan nyo lahat ng interview ni Sergeant at Arms. Yung pagkilos niya, all based on assumptions. Sa paghihinala. In street term, sa pagkapraning. Lulusubin na kami. Nagbabarena na. Only to find out, yung pagbabarena pala is to secure yung door para hindi makapasok from Senate passing to the GSIS. Andun po lang. So mahirap pong magbase based doon sa suspecha. Yung tamang hinala. Mahirap po yun. So, ang NBI, we base our action on facts, on events na nangyari talaga, by procedure and by law po.
Good morning, Director Pofrock Billionaire. Still on the Senate incident, sir. There were reports, sir, claiming na meron daw talagang plano na gawing escape route yung GSIS, yung entry and exit points na pumapagitan sa Senate. Can you confirm, sir, na may ganun talaga kaya po kayo nandun?
I cannot confirm na gagawin nila yon, but the Senate is a good escape route for that purpose, no? Kasi yung GSIS, Senate to GSIS is a good entry point kasi 7 yung entry points from Senate building to GSIS eh. Plus the gate. So 8. So that's possibility, but am I saying that they're gonna do it? It is a possibility. Factual yan. If you look at the layout of the building, pwede talaga.
So wala pong information na merong pag-dry run pa kung paano nila gagawin, kung kanila.
Well, there are events, pero I cannot confirm that. I will defer to the investigating authority right now. Kasi tourist na yan eh. So, kailangan yan back up by mga factual findings eh.
Sir, with regards to the CCTV, yung unang CCTV, yung pagkakabol kay Senator pong lumabas. And then ito pong sa incident na to, parang ang tagal nilang ilabas. And then may sinabi pa si SP na dadaan muna sa legal. What's your take on it?
Well, sila yun eh. They're the one taking charge on that. Kaya tama naman yun. Yung hinabol si Senator Bato, actually kulang pa nga yung video. That's why we have requested a copy of a CCTV, no? So, ano nangyari talaga kasi nung Monday, ang sabi niya sa akin, you do your investigation, we're doing investigation, factual, di ba? Baka may nakarinig sa inyo, yung pinangako ko raw na spot report, di dumating. Wala rin dumating sa amin eh. So, kung hindi ako nagbigay at hindi siya nagbigay, pares kaming guilty, di ba? So, hindi naman pwede yun na senador kami, kayo magbigay. But that is a gentleman's agreement eh. Lalaking usapan yun eh. Pati yung pag-care kayo ba ito, usapang lalaki yun. Hindi. Usapang lalaki yun. Di ba? Wala kang record yun. Kasi totoo yun, ako lang mag-isa ron. I was in front of ilang senators yun. Almost the member of the majority, nandun lahat.
Director, can you narrate to us verbatim? Ano ba yung gentleman's agreement na yun?
Well,
How did it
unang-una,
go?
kaya nung Monday yun, kaya nag-withdraw yung arresting team ng NBI. Ang sabi nga namin is since you have a resolution putting Senator Bato into protective custody, sige, okay. O sila naman, hindi, pag kailangan nyo yan, hindi naman tatakas yan. May ganun masalita eh. Kami magbibigay, kami magsusuko niyan, basta't nandiyan na yung legal. So kaya naman di na nag-follow up yung NBI on Tuesday kasi there's already a Supreme Court decision. And you know, when there's a Supreme Court already in play, from the legal perspective, ang mga lawyers, medyo, teka, itayin natin kung ano sasabihin ng Supreme Court, di ba? Alam naman natin, ang mga taga-paura, sila yung final arbiter ko ano yung mga pagtatalo. So, yun yung nangyari dyan. I don't want to comment further. To si Andrea, ang daming tinatanong masyado. Napipilitan tuloy tayong mapakwento.
Hi, sir. Gio from TV5. You have a promise sa Senate na, di ba, mag-withdraw muna kayo. And again, yung promise naman ng Senate sa inyo is hindi makakaalis.
Hindi makakaalis. Pag kailangan yan, kami magbibigay. Basta pakita lang na meron na talaga. May mga ganito. Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, in front of Senator Lawrence, Senator Pia, Senator Amy, Senator Mark Villar was there, and Senator Marcoleta was there also. Dumating si Senator Bo at saka si Senator Jinggoy later on. So, ganun nangyari dyan. I mean, ano naman yan eh. I think si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano at the end of the day, actually, most of the time of the day, he will pray. So, sabi nga, ano ba yung kanta na yun? God is watching us eh. So, that is between you and your God kung ano yung nangyari talaga. No? Yeah.
So eventually that promise was certainly broken nung nakaalis na siya. Pero sir, there was this interview pala with Attorney Torion where he specified that Senator Bato de la Rosa did not escape, hindi siya tumakas. He just simply made himself unavailable. Your comment po.
Alam mo, tingnan niyo yung statement ng asawa niya. Nabasa ko yung sa Billionaire Channel online eh. Yung mismong text niya eh. Sinabi niya that Bato used the opportunity na nangyari to escape. So, call it whatever you want. But the question is, nasaan si Bato? Di ba? Huli na, naging Bato pa. Di ba?
Director, last question from my end. Can you help us na lang po siguro visualize? Going back doon sa second floor, kasi sabi ni Ska, bus siya sa may exit door from gaano kalayo si Aplaska doon sa kinatatayuan ng NBI agent? Kasi di ba Bridgeway yun, sir? Can you help us visualize lang?
Hindi ko man yung exact na sukat, but definitely, the NBI agent were positioned doon sa GSIS. The CCTV later, not in the Senate floors. Hindi talaga. And there was no movement. May dalawang monoblock chair pa nga ron eh, because seated yung agent dun sa monoblock eh. Yeah, it's a far exit. It's only from the Senate side. Hindi ka makakapasok kung ano. Tsaka if it's an assault, sabi naman mismo ni General Aplaska, I see 2 or 3 personnel doon. Tama naman yung accounting na 2 or 3. Kasi may isang blue guard and again, I have to, akala ko na isa tas may dalawa palang kabati. Si Daboy yung agent na nandoon eh. Tawag. Second floor, dalawa, isang agent lang, may isang volunteer, then the blue guard of GSIS. Oh, actually, tatlo technically kasi coordinated doon eh. So, ano talaga, you can call it whatever, pero eventually yung CCTV, yung mga footages na nakuha ninyo at nakuha sa body cam ng mga NBI na nasa ibang lugar, lalabas naman eh. So, sa akin nga, siguro, let's move forward. Tingnan na natin yung ibang itong investigation is already been there. Alam na natin lahat halos yung nangyari. Hintayin natin kung anong ilalabas talaga ng mga investigador natin. And I'm very thankful to CIDG because they were able to share to us. And nagkaroon ako ng better understanding. There are some na mga nasabi ko noon na parang hindi, pero tumugma. Pero pag tiningnan mo na natatagpi, kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, pieces yung nakikita natin, pira-piraso eh. So, let's allow CIDG, the DOJ, and the Ombudsman to put the pieces together and come out with a resolution and a conclusion na mas ma-appreciate natin. Ano?
Sir, Grant Hilario from Bombo Radio. Sir, since si Senator Bato ay naka-escape sa Senado, would like just to reconfirm kung tinutuntun po natin yung whereabouts ng naturang senador?
Well, that's the job of the law enforcement, and NBI being the law enforcement, talagang may monitoring kami at hanapin natin. It is there is a valid warrant of arrest. He is now considered fugitive from justice. So trabaho namin, just like any other personalities na mayroong mga mandato de arresto, yung warrant of arrest, we have to monitor.
Sir, since we are monitoring, sir, once na matagpuan po natin or makaharap ng mga NBI agents si Senator Bato, we will serve the warrant na po, sir, or arrestin, or hihintay pa ba natin yung sagot ng Supreme Court sa mga petition niya?
Well, there's a committee, there's an interagency, and there's a directives. That question, I don't have to answer. I cannot answer, I'm sorry, because that's part of our internal procedure right now. What I can assure you, there is a valid warrant, there is already orders, but in the meantime, we are monitoring.
Hi, Director Oscar Oida, GMA7.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yung nabanggit nyo, no, yung may valid warrant and nga, tinutugis ng batas si Bato. Yung pag-amin ni Senator Robin na sakay niya si Senator Bato, as far as NBI is concerned, may pananagutan ba siya?
The Department of Justice will review it. They're also the one in charge of it, but also, we are also making on review and we will make the recommendation in proper time.
Sir, ginawin ko lang nabanggit nyo na may legal basis ang NBI for being in the GSIS building. Ano po yung request na yun, sir?
It's a letter of request. Lumabas na yun. Marami na nakakita noon that there was a request from GM ng GSIS for us to help them secure the premises and the personnel of GSIS because since Monday, ang dami labas-masok na tao. Alam naman natin, GSIS medyo marami ka kailangan protektahan dyan na properties din nila. The paintings na napakamamahal dyan, hindi ba? So we have to assist them. Meron naman silang sariling security group but they just want the help of NBI in doing so.
Tapos maki-update lang ako, sir, dun sa status nung 9 NBI agents daw na nambugbog sa mga staff ng...
That is actually... we have our own findings already. That is their allegation na nanambugbog. But I've seen the video also. I'd rather not tell the story kung paano. But if they feel na kailangan managot yung mga agents, papapanagutin. Ako din mismo, we will have recommendations from our fact-finding committee kung ano gagawin sa kanila. I established a fact-finding committee on May 14. So whatever recommendation, if they have to be punished, o kung sino man, doon sa NBI na nando doon, nung May 11, nung May 13, na hindi nakasunod doon sa in-establish namin na protocol, they have to answer. Kailangan merong pananagutan sila.
Good morning, Director. This is Lynn of FABC. I would like yung beforehand it happened, the shooting incident, handun po si Trillanes at may hawak po siyang arrest warrant. At nagkaroon din po ng, before yung incident ng Putukan, meron pong incident ng habulan. Sakali, ano po yung reason why nyo hinahabol si Bato po, si Senator Bato? And if nahabol po at naaputan po ng agent, ano po yung plan po?
Well,
regarding that?
Well, hinahabol namin siya kasi una-una, tumatakbo siya, di ba? Kung hindi siya tumakbo, hindi natin nahabulin. pero hindi. Yung una-una kasi, yung agent, gusto nga i-inform siya that there is a warrant of arrest. So that's the first time. So kung na-inform sa kanya, tawagin niya yung abogado niya, kung questionin niya, magtalo. So we don't know. Depende kung ano yung magiging reaction niya na mabasa niya yung warrant, mapakita sa kanya, i-contest niya yung warrant, magkakaroon pagpatalo, darating abogado niya. So we cannot say kung ano yung susunod na gagawin. Kung nakuha siya na gano'n. Dahil naputol na yung process eh. Tinakil na yung babaeng agent namin. Tapos ang nakita na natin, yung habulan. So, doon na tayo nahinto. So sabi nga na, serve. Hindi na rin niya natuloy dahil nagkaroon nga ng gentleman's agreement na we withdraw. At tapos eventually, nagkaroon ng Supreme Court. So, iba yung chain of event. If ever we have plan or anything, kung hindi naputol doon, doon natin makikita kung ano sana yung nangyari. Kasi ang expectation namin sa kanya, being member of the law enforcement before, alam namin, ang iniisip namin, he will be responsible. Sige nga, tingnan ko yung warrant. Teka muna, tatawagan ko yung abogado ko. Di ba? Magano tayo dito. So, hindi natin second guess what is the next step. And meron kami mga plans, but I rather not say it. Why? Because meron pang mga warrant na to our knowledge, pwede pang mga lumabas eh. Okay? Thank you. Okay na.
Good morning po, Tina Nolasco from DZRH. Follow-up lang din po sa question ni Sir Oscar kanina regarding po dun sa request ng GSIS sa NBI para nga i-secure yung entrance or yung nag-uugnay na sa Senado at sa GSIS building. Kina-question po ng ilang mga netizen, bakit daw sa NBI humingi ng tulong ang GSIS at hindi sa PNP?
That's a good point, no? Tama naman yon. Kahit ako rin, tinanong ko si GM, bakit kami eh? So sabi niya, nandito na kasi kayo ng Monday when you are doing your operations. So may presence, you're more familiar already. And other than that, sabi niya, ikaw naman, ikaw na yung kakilala ko, so ikaw na yung tawagan ko rin, ano? So ganun yung nangyari. But ang PNP naman, they have presence there already. Ang thinking nila, PNP was busy securing the premises sa labas. So yun yung isang reason nila. Actually, that question should be addressed to GM. And ako, I posed that question to him when he asked us to help. But we cannot say no. Because law enforcement kami, humingi ng tulong, kailangan pumunta kami.
Okay, thank you po.
Director, good morning. Jesse Cruzat from ABS-CBN News. Sir, sundot ko lang yung question na yun, na it's for the GSIS to answer that question. But you think if there's an available opportunity for them to call for an assistance from the PNP, they could have done it?
Pwede naman talaga eh. Pwede naman PNP, pwede naman na NBI. Although, syempre, nagkaroon ng kulay. Sabihin kasi yung NBI, kaya naman nandyan, na-arresto yun eh. But, truth of the matter, syempre, ang totoo din niya na sitwasyon, kung ano yung nangyayari dyan, gusto rin namin na monitor. So, nung tinanong kami na nandiyan dyan, it's an opportunity for us to monitor the situation without entering the premises of Senate. So, we will be true to our promise na hindi kami papasok dyan. At hindi naman talaga pumasok.
Yes, sir. We want to clear it once and for all kasi parang nung hapon, di ba, nag-Facebook Live si Senador Bato saying that there were agents outside. I think the CIDG na-mention niya who wanted to arrest him that day. Linawin lang ho natin, nandun ang NBI to give merely assistance or security sa GSIS and not to serve the warrant.
No. Very clear yon. Kung marinig niyo yung mga video, I don't think if it's ABC5 yata yung nakakover no na ang sinasabi ng mga agent, do not engage, do not engage. Kaya kami yung mga dumating nga doon ng mga NBI agent na babae, mga naka-stiletto pa eh. Para pupunta sa party, walang assault, walang service. And yung records will bear us. Again, doon yan sa sa committee. Kasi meron kaming checklist eh, nung gagawin nila pagka kung sakaling mangyari na gano'n. Kaya alam nila, kaya sila nag-retreat eh. Kaya nag-retreat yung NBI, hindi ipidurso talaga.
Okay. Sir, sundot ko lang dun sa NBI volunteer driver. I think that was yesterday, the driver tested positive sa ballistic exam. Sir, is it possible na kahit you were saying na wala siyang dalang baril, tama po ba yun? Pero nag-test, yung result is positive.
Yes.
Help us understand this.
Actually, in the chain of custody, doon sa ballistic na order na yan, in the chain of custody, dapat nakukuha mo yung baril, tapos ipaparapid mo siya. So, doon mo makikita, that is the possibility na nagpaputok ng baril. Yun yung initial kagad na isipin. But, pwede ka rin nakakuha ng nitrate, ng gunpowders, in other means. Halimbawa, yung humawak sa'yo, merong gunpowder sa kamay, nalipat sa iyo, sa katawan mo. But ito ngayon, nakita ko when he was arrested from GSIS, dinala siya sa Senate grounds, sa second floor, idinapa siya kung saan mismo nagpaputok ng baril yung mga usaa. Ando doon, may video eh. So makikita, maraming gunpowder doon, sigurado. So that is a possibility. I'm not saying na doon, pero that is a possibility, which is reasonable. A reasonable man will believe doon nga. Dahil wala siyang hawak na baril eh. Nakuhaan ng video doon sa fifth floor. Na nandoon siya nung nagpuputukan at wala siyang hawak na baril.
So it's a possibility na nakuha niya yung gunpowder doon mismo sa area.
It's a big possibility. Or the police officers or the USAA that handled him. Remember, nagpaputok yung mga USAA. Hinawakan siya.
Last na lang, sir, from my end. Tumulong po bang NBI for the posting of bail nitong volunteer driver ninyo, sir?
He has a handler. May agent siya, si Attorney Rick Espino. He was the one who handled it. So I have to ask kung tinulungan niya.
Thank you, Director.
May we know, ano ba specifically ang job description niya?
He's a
Sandy?
volunteer. Force multiplier siya. Actually, siya pa yung nagluto daw ng lunch sila, Andrea, noong araw na yun. Kasi allowed kasi ang NBI agent na meron kang kabady. Na-handle mo yun. Force multipliers. Kasi alam niyo po ba kung ilan lang ang NBI sa buong Pilipinas, pati employees? Less than 2,000 po. Ang ahente po namin, less than 400. At we serve buong Pilipinas po. Papatulong nga po kami sa Senado na sana yung budget namin na madagdagan po para makapag-recruit po kami ng mas maraming mga ahente. Ano po. Wala pong sweldo yun. Po. Yung agent niya nag-handle noon, allowance siya, ganyan, ganun po na. Alam niyo may mga tao kasi gusto ng action eh. Yung parang gusto nila, sama sila. Hindi, totoo yun ha. Yung iba nga, manghingi ng tsapa, gusto nila manghuli. But of course, we don't give yung badge indiscriminately, no? Kailangan pag-aralan namin. Ano? Yes, ma'am. Okay na?
Good morning, Director. May katanungan regarding kay Padilla. Regarding yung lumang kaso, pwede by presidential pardon, pwede ba ibalik hulihin siya?
Hindi ko po kayang sagutin yan, ha? You're asking me as a lawyer. So, first we have to look kung ano yung conditions ng pardon. There is absolute, there are conditional, so we have to check it po. Last na.
Okay.
Sir, last na, update lang on a case we've followed, no, yung kay Franco Mabanta. We've heard that the prosecutors has already submitted information, filed na daw po sa court, and ano po yung latest
Galing
developments,
mo
sir?
talaga magtanong, eh, no? Parang nakita mo. On Friday, we received the order allowing us to have access sa mga gadgets na nahuli, including kay Franco Mabanta. So, yung cyber warrant namin na-approve. Ibig sabihin po nito, yung telepono ni Franco Mabanta, mabubuksan namin at legally, we can obtain informations, videos, pictures, text messages, text logs, lahat po. So, yung mga nakausap niya, kung sino man yung mga kinausap niyang personality, we will have access to that. Malalaman po namin. Kaya yung pati yung mga chismis-chismis na kinausap, sige na to, ganyan, we will have definite answers on that. Doon po sa makikita naming mga communications and call logs and the videos and pictures sa telepono mismo ng Franco Mabanta at ng mga kasama niya.
Okay.
Direct.
Si Marvin Marillo. Well, we're just there sa opisina namin. Kung may gusto pa mag-file, we're welcome. Sabi ko nga, makikita naman namin eh kung sino yung mga nakausap. Senators, congressman, mayors, governors, personalities, sino man. Well, I don't know kung nag-usap sila. No? So basta lahat ng nakakausap niya doon, makikita namin.
Hi, Direk. MJ po from Inquirer. Yes, Direk. Clarification lang po and verification na ipakita na po ba ng NBI ang ICC warrant kay Senator Bato, kay Senate President Cayetano?
Hindi pa. Kay
Bakit?
Senator Bato, tumakbo nga siya eh.
Hindi po, sir. Kay Senate President.
No. Di ba? But, alam mo, tingnan nyo lang yung ICC website, nandoon eh. Nag-press conference na nga yung ICC, sinabi nila there's a warrant eh. Tingin ko naman doon, malinaw na yun eh.
But for the handover po nung mismo kay Senate President Cayetano, sir, wala pa po and meron po ba kayong ban?
He's not the one who's under arrest eh. So, I don't think na dapat ibigay sa kanya yung warrant.
And when it comes naman po dun sa sinabi nyo kay kay Sen Robin, meron bang action ang NBI for that after po nung statement ninyo?
Sinabi ko po kanina, under investigation po yan. We have to process it. We have to, again, I will say, kung ano man kilos namin, based on facts, based on law, based on process. Hindi po based on emotion, hindi based on tamang hinala, may process po tayo.
Okay, the next.
And
Ang dami,
last,
no? Sabi mo, isa lang.
direct last na.
Magte-text pa sa akin tumamaya, may tanong ka ulit tumamaya. Maniwala kayo sa akin.
Last
Sure
na,
ako
Direk.
dyan.
Ito na, pangbuo lang po ng story direct. Di ba sinabi niyo po kanina na napagbintangan lang din si Mr. Aragon, na unang pinangalan ng suspect doon sa Senate shootout. Tingin niyo po ba, meron po bang something attack po ba sa side ng NBI for that?
Is the NBI under attack? Yung ba yung tanong mo?
No, I mean,
Hindi naman. Ako, I don't want to take it
The
that
motive,
way. I don't want to take it that way, Maybe Senator Alan Peter Cayetano is too passionate to give his position, but I will not say it's an attack. Baka yun yung nakikita nila eh. Baka they see it that way. Sa way nila, ganun yung paningin nila, na yung ginagawa ng NBI is ina-atake sila. But let me assure every one of you, hindi po atake yun. We are there to promote our mandate, to promote law and order. Wala po kaming direction na ganon. Kasi iba po sana yung nangyari, it's unfortunate, may nasaktan na usaa. But if you, ano nga dati yan, tingnan natin yung so bakit nangyari yun, po. Isang takeaway dito is, the usaa is a security personnel. They are not law enforcement. NBI is law enforcement. Parang hindi naman tama na yung law enforcement, siya yung iwa-warning shot mo. Doon naman sa May 11 na nangyari, hindi naman yata tama. I-detain mo yung law enforcement who's trying to enforce a valid warrant. So, dapat yun yung tingnan natin lahat. And again, I'm telling you, kung meron sa any one of the NBI agent na nag-abuso o may maling ginawa, rest assured they will be penalized. But, let it be also an assurance na kung tama naman yung ginagawa ng mga NBI agents, I will never leave them. Hindi ko sila iwanan hanggat hindi natatapos yung laban nila.
Okay, Attorney. Beforehand po ba, alam na natin na may warrant of arrest ang si Senator Bato, but may nakapalibot na mga PNP personnel. May coordination po ba tayo sa PNP regarding ito sa warrant of arrest niya?
Hindi kami ang nakipag-coordinate dyan sa PNP. Our coordination is with the PCTC and with the Department of Justice.
But how will you react nung sinabi ni DILG Secretary na we are here to protect Senator Bato?
Well, that is the job of the PNP to protect every individual. It's just like he verbalized that he is zeroing on Senator Bato. So, I don't think I'm the right person to answer that. Pero I'm sure that Secretary John Vic Remulla have his own basis to say those things. And tama naman din yun. Because it's the job of the PNP to protect everyone.
Last na lang.
Or super last po, or last na lang na ano pa yung mic na. Director, do you think na communication is the problem on this? Medyo nag-clash.
I agree. Hindi nakapag-usap. Pero ang sasabihin ko lang, yung sinasabi ni General Aplasca, dapat tawagan ko siya kasi may operation pala. But the problem is, sabi ko, bakit katawagan? Wala naman kaming operation talaga sa Senado. But if you will check, kausap ko yung GSIS because doon kami nag-deploy So dapat yata, it's General Aplasca who called, at least that's the head of security of GSIS. Or kung talagang may tamang hinala ka na, yung sinasabi ng papasukin yung bahay ko, parang grupo ni Atty. Matibag itong papasok ka. Tawagan ko nga si Atty. Matibag. Atty. Matibag, papasukin niyo ba kami? Hindi po. Andyan lang po kami sa GSIS because we were requested. So, hindi talaga nakapag-usap.
Talaga pong nangyari, assumption talaga.
So, sa tamang hinalangan, that's why I will not act based on assumptions di ba? Tapos nagpuputok na kagad.
Thank you po.
Di ba?
Okay, thank you na po. Okay na po.
Okay na, salamat sa inyo.
Last na. Kung mairi-rewind natin lahat, would you have done things differently? Nire-regret mo ba na pumasok ka sa gentleman's agreement?
Kung i-rewind ko lahat, sana si Senator Bato, hindi na natin pinabot doon. Nagsimula sa habulan, natapos sa putukan. Sa takasan pala, hindi sa putukan. So hindi, alam mo, mahirap yung sinasabi mo, Ma'am Ichi, kasi wala namang second take Isang take lang to Given a chance, dapat siguro si Senator Bato talaga is the one center of all of these things di ba? So dapat siguro nakipag-usap siya. Kung nabasa naman sa kanya yung warrant at may question siya and meron dumating na abogado, Senate ground siya, yung mga senators came in, I'm sure yung tinatanong ni Ma'am kanina, although we have a process to follow, palagay ko magkakaroon ng mas mahabang pag-uusap Siguro kung marirewind lang siguro yung question kanina ni Sir from Net25 na dapat nag-usap. Yung gentleman's agreement, ang hirap nun kasi nung ginawa ko yun, naniniwala ako na all of us will agree on that and will respect it. So, I don't think may mali dun sa pangyayari na yun. Ano? So,
Bigyan nyo na lang to, Senate report.
last na talaga yan, ma'am. Oh, Senate. Are you under attack, ma'am?
Good morning po, sir. Maylin Alfonso po ng Bulgar. Sir, kasi para po kay Senator Robin Padilla po, kaya raw po tumakas si Senator Bato dahil ayaw niya magpa-kidnap. Reaction niyo po.
Well, that is really their argument. Ano? So, parang mahirap yata yun. Wala namang kidnapping na may warrant of arrest. Ano po. So, I don't know. Maybe magaling po yung mga lawyers niya ni Senator Robin. Kakilala ko po maybe magtanong po niya yung sa abogado nila kung that is the right thing to say. No? Because if there's a warrant of arrest, parang tinuturuan natin ngayon yung mga tao, no? Pag may warrant of arrest kayo, ang argumento nyo, huwag kayo pumayag na magpa-arresto kasi kikidnapin kayo. Ano yan mahabang proseso because of the case already in the Supreme Court. That's why kami nga po in the executive, yung Supreme Court tinitingnan po namin maganda po yung linya ni Senator Robin Padilla na yan. Ano po.
Okay. Okay na po. Ito na po yung mic.
Okay, maraming salamat po. Ito, although marami na siyang sinabi, we still have to hear some parting words from you.
Well, maraming salamat. Ang message ko lang, salamat sa inyo. Salamat doon sa media na kasama namin nung pumasok sa GIS. Kasi ang laking tulong, at least, makita yung totoong nangyari. Kasi kawawa naman po yung mga ahente namin, they're just doing their job. Na naipit sila doon sa position na yun. Ano po. So, sa inyo pong lahat, salamat, Mamichi, salamat po sa imbitasyon ninyo. Sana po, huwag nyo na ako ulit imbitahan. Biro lang, Mamichi. And then, susunod ako mag-iimbita sa inyo, no? So, maraming salamat. Ako naman po, I'm always transparent. Hanggat kaya kong sagutin yung tanong ninyo, sasagutin ko po. If there are things na hindi ko pwede pong sabihin sa inyo, I will be very honest also that I cannot tell it to you because of operational concern. Mahirap po yung position. Kung gusto nyo po, ako yun nandyan, ako magtatanong sa inyo. Ano po? So, ano po? Sama saan? Sa operation. Then, we have, mamaya meron din kami sa media. Alam nyo, ang sabihin ko lang, no, yung NBI po, hindi lang ho ito yung ginagawa namin. In fact, I have to tell you, we have more than 10 successful operations. This week po, habang nagkakaroon ng kaguluhan sa Senado, we have arrested a lot po, human trafficking, financial scam, sama-sama na po yan. We have served a warrant. There is a guy who is wanted for 16 years for non-bailable offense of multiple rape. Nahuli po namin. Then yung pupuntahan ko po ngayon is yung amin pong nahuli na sinara namin na malaking steel company because of ginagawa po nila na parang yung steel company, may marami pong angulo yun That's why we're having a joint press conference with PAOK, DND, PNRI, halo-halo na po yun. So we've been doing our job sa inyo pong lahat. Thank you for covering us. Kayo po yung patas na nagko-cover po sa amin. Yung pong mga noise na naririnig ko, I don't listen to it anymore. But I'm willing to be criticized. I'm always ready to answer kung may mali po akong ginawa. And again, I have to say lang, I have to be fair to the men and women of NBA na dinatnan ko ron. Kasi parang nung dumating ako, hindi ko alam, nagkagulo yata So, but rest assured that I will protect them kung tama yung ginagawa nila. Pero kung mali yung ginagawa nila, I will not hesitate to punish anyone na mali po yung gagawin. So, ganun lang po yung paniniwala ko dyan. It so happened, siguro I came from a group na ngayon, sila yung tinatamaan in doing my job. So, kaya siguro tayo nandirito na ganito yung sitwasyon. So, thank you again. Salamat po. Mamimiss ko nang magsulat sa Daily Tribune. I used to write. Kasama nyo rin ho ako na I'm part of the media noon. I'm a columnist at Daily Tribune before. Nagsusulat ako but I stopped writing na. So, salamat. Salamat, President.